Hi, I'm joined by Mark from Siemens. How are you?
Hey, doing great. Been a good show.
Yeah, it's been great. There's been lots of people here, and I think post-COVID we're getting back up to the numbers that we were seeing before COVID, and I think that's a great segue into potentially talking to you about how you're finding, and if there are any challenges since COVID, and
Sure.
what that looks like.
Yeah, very much so. I wasn't here 2 years ago because of COVID. So it's been 4 years since I've been at the show. So definitely nice to be able to come back out here and see and meet people as well. So obviously with COVID, we've been struggling with travel and getting out to see people. So it's always good to actually put see faces and get some face-to-face time again.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we're certainly with in this post-COVID environment that we're having, we're seeing a couple of things really change the industry. One is just the part availability, supply chain, and getting components available, and what that does to the electronics manufacturing industry. And then further to that is also that sort of drives as well the customization requirements of customers as well. So if you think back 5-10 years ago, we were seeing much higher volumes. Things were it's all about volume. It's all about speed. It's all about getting as many products built as possible. But with these part availability problems, now we're seeing less and less. Lot sizes are getting smaller and smaller, and those components, so that they can build fewer products, use the components that they have, and then move on and move and build a different product. And then consumers are also driving this from a customization perspective as well. So customization is focusing on being able to build much smaller numbers. And the challenge here is the electronics manufacturing industry is not really geared up for that environment. So how do we segue from this higher volume to this, still high volumes, but it's across many more different product mixes as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the challenge moving forward. And so we've been talking to people at the show on what that means and how can they confront those challenges with the technology that we have as we transform, that use the digital transformation with digital products and doing things in a virtual environment versus more in the real world where it's going to cost real dollars.
Yeah. So taking what you know and trying to make it really mean something. You don't want to just have all of this lack of certainty. You want to have something firm and understand where you are in the market. And do you think that there's maybe a concern that we're going to swing in the other way, where we had all of the shortages, but now are we overstocking? Are we having those problems? And how is data impacting how we manufacture?
Yeah, and so I think that with this customization and this more speciality and availability, we're certainly seeing that the industry needs to evolve, accordingly, and be able to adjust itself to those requirements. That seems to be fairly solid now. We're seeing still many machine vendors trying to support these challenges, but Siemens has a very strong presence in this area, but we can't solve it alone. We need that cooperation with the machine vendors to be able to really deliver on what the electronics vendors are looking for. So that's a lot of what we've done this week at the show. Is not just speak to customers, but also speak to our machine vendors as well, our partners, and understand their requirements, their roadmaps, where are they going, how do we work together in this area, to solve these challenges together, because we have to do it together.
Absolutely.
We can't do it on our own. We have great solutions and very capable software, but ultimately we're interfacing to the machines that exist on the line, and so they need to consume the information we're providing to them.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's a partnership, isn't it? You can't do it on your own. They can't do it on their own. So creating something magical there.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yep. Absolutely.
I hope that you have a fantastic rest of the show, and it has been successful so far. So I can see that.
Yep.
It's the last day coming tomorrow. So
that's
thank
right.
you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks very much indeed for having me over.
Thank you.
Thank you.